Bada Karata Sutta, an auspicious day. I have heard that at one time the Buddha was staying at Savatthi in Jeta's Grove and at the Pindika's monastery. There he spoke to the monks. Monks. Yes, venerable sir, the monks replied. The Buddha said, Monks, I will teach you the short version and the longer version of what it is to have a holy day. Listen well and pay close attention. I will speak. As you say, venerable sir, replied the monks. The Buddha said, Do not go after the past, nor hope for what is yet to come. Whatever is past is gone forever. Unreal is what is yet to come. And whatever truth presently exists is to be clearly seen right here. Unshakably, resolutely, the wise one develops this understanding. Now, today is the time for striving. Who knows if tomorrow brings death? For there is no bargain to be made with all death's fearsome assassins. The one who works wholeheartedly in this way, both day and night, is the one who truly lives a holy day. So speaks the peaceful sage. And how, monks, does one run after the past? One gets carried away and falls into emotions and disturbance with these kind of thoughts. In the past I had that kind of body. In the past I felt like this or that. In the past I had this memory. In the past I had that thought or this thought. In the past my mind was like that. This is called running after the past. And how does one not run after the past? One does not get carried away or fall into emotion with any of those kinds of thoughts. Not thinking, in the past I had that kind of body, or that in the past I felt like this or that, or that in the past I had this memory or that memory, or that in the past I had this thought, that thought, or in the past that my mind was like that. This is called not running after the past. And how does one look for and hope for the future? One gets carried away and falls into agitation with these kinds of thoughts, that in the future I might have this kind of body, I might feel like this or that, I might have this or that kind of memory, I might think this or that, my mind might be like this or that. This is called making hopes for the future. And how does one not look for or make hopes for the future? One does not get carried away or fall into any kind of agitation with any of those kinds of thoughts, not thinking that in the future I might have this kind of body, not thinking I might feel like this or that, not thinking I might have this or that kind of memory, or I might have this thought or that idea, my mind might be like this or that. This is called not looking for or making hopes for the future. And how does one not see clearly the truth that presently exists? In this, an ordinary man who has not been taught by noble ones, does not know of the teaching of the noble ones, is not practiced in their teaching, sees the body as self, or the body as belonging to the self, or the body as in the self, or as self as in the body. He sees Vedana, feelings of agreeable and disagreeable, as himself, or he thinks that the feeling belongs to the self, or he thinks that the feeling is in the self, or that the self is in the feeling. He sees memory, sanya, as self, or he thinks that the memory belongs to the self, or that the memory is in the self, or that the self is in the memory. He sees thoughts and ideas as self, or he thinks that thoughts and ideas belong to self, or that the thoughts and ideas are in the self, or that there is self in thoughts and ideas. He sees the consciousness or awareness at the six sense doors as self, or he thinks that the awareness at six sense doors belongs to the self, or he thinks that the awareness at the six sense doors is in self, or that there is self in the awareness at the six sense doors. This is called not seeing clearly what is present. And how does one see clearly the truth that presently exists? In this, a student of the noble ones, who has listened to teachings of the noble ones, who has learned well the teachings of the noble ones, who is well practiced in the teachings of the noble ones, does not see the body as self, or the body as belonging to the self, He does not think that the body is in the self, or that there is self in the body. He does not see feelings as self, or feelings as belonging to the self. He does not see feelings as in the self, and he does not see that there is self in feelings. He does not see memory as self, or memory as belonging to self. He does not see memory as being in self, and he does not see that there is self in memory. He does not see thoughts and ideas as self, or thoughts and ideas as belonging to self. He does not think that there are thoughts and ideas in self, and he does not think that there is self in thoughts and ideas. He does not see awareness at the six sense doors as self, or awareness at the six sense doors as belonging to self. He does not see awareness at the six sense doors as being in self, and he doesn't think that there is self in awareness at the six sense doors. This is called seeing clearly what is present as it is. Do not go after the past, nor hope for what is yet to come. Whatever is past is gone forever. Unreal is what is yet to come. And whatever truth presently exists is to be clearly seen right here. Unshakably, resolutely, the wise one develops this understanding. Now, today, is the time for striving. Who knows if tomorrow brings death? For there is no bargain to be made with all death's fearsome assassins. The one who works wholeheartedly in this way, both day and night, is the one who lives truly a holy day. So speaks the peaceful sage. Monks, I will teach you the short version and the long version of the holy day. This was said, and it was in regard to this that it was said. This is what the Buddha said. Grateful and joyful at heart, the monks delighted in the Buddha's words.